From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New England Patriots. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Fights off the tackle at the 20. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. They'll run. Here's and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. This defense for the Pats, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
All right.
A give, running right, And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You look at this Patriots defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Milton Williams drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is fielded at the 27. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Patriots take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. On play action, May. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's May. It's complete to Williams. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd and
9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw. May. He'll try and do this himself. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Tua sets up to pass it. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
That's another Dolphins first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Miami.
Looking to pass. Tua. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Brenton Strange, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, and see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, first and goal. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Pats are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough. Here's 2nd and 10. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. May going to give it to Henderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A run now for the rookie out of Georgia. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down. The Patriots hit 9-3 here on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
This is intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
All right, come on.
Achane gets it from the gun. And different running backs, same result as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Here's Jones on the return. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air, May. Finding Williams once more, complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the Dolphins' 37-yard line.
They'll throw with May. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Muscles him off. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Here goes tonight. Ready, what's that?
They'll fake it on a jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's May. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
To kick on for New England.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Tua. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 8. Now Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Going to the air, Tagovailoa gets this one to Hill. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. There on the stop was Leo Chanel.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Right here.
On play action, here's Tua. This ball caught by Strange. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
But there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. A run straight ahead with Achane. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here now, 2nd and 4. Throwing here is May. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
At the 13-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's May. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Second and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. And the Patriots are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's another Patriots first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Dances by him. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
17.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a toss to Henderson, headed right. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
2nd and 4. Looking middle, and that's complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Henderson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
from the gun. He'll hand this off. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it...
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Trevion Henderson with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
17.
Following the touchdown, Borogalis back out to send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the 2 of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Tyreek Hill's got another one. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Just more of the same here. That's back-to-back catches for him to start the drive. They've looked his way quite a bit, and with good reason, as this duo picks up yet another first down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Watch it, Oscar.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Tua going to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And they'll send Waddle in motion left. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Get set.
They'll give this to Achane. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down. A gain of 9 yards.
Ready, set.
First down,
Come on.
Miami.
Tua going to give this to Wright. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Come on, one, high.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
From the gun, it's Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
The slot man in motion right. And Tua going to try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Play action. May. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the Patriots 36-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Hey, get set. Big team.
Looking to pass. Tua. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 12 yards there. The Dolphins have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hey, come on, two.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. This will be caught inside the 10. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
All right. Big team.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he's got it. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken a fourth quarter lead. The late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the gun, it's May. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Here goes to Ready, what's that?
Looking to throw. May. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the shotgun, May with it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Ready.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Down the left sideline. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 43 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
On the handoff, it's Achane. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 to Tyreek for the Miami first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it.
And he can't find the receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Well, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel, okay? So when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
A 41-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's May.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
Well, you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings, but at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
They'll throw with May.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver, and as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
At the 40-yard line.
Throwing here is May. He'll find Henderson out of the backfield here.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. To the air, May. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Here we go, first and goal.
Back to throw.
They set up the screen for Henderson.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
He's back to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
This is first and 10. Throwing Tua.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
What a time for a lapse defensively. That turns this game right on its ear. And now, forget about going fast. They might want to take the air out a little bit and force the defense to use some timeouts.
Here's first and goal.
All right. Ready.
They'll run. Achane. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll work the middle here with Wright. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal.
Go ahead.
They'll try and run it with Achane. And with just inside the 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
This ball intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed